Welcome to Black Man We Hear You. And on this episode, we asked the brothers, what is dating like for black men in 2020? Joining us today, we have Jerome J. Maxwell, Julius Cook, Ashore Person, Elijah Glass, Jeff Belton, and I'm your host, Shadina Shavard. I keep hearing things like black men don't cheat, but then some say black men are culturally programmed to cheat. What are your thoughts around the two? Let's start with black men don't cheat. I'm asking because it kind of feels like a slap in the face a little bit for me. But what's the message? What is black men don't cheat?
I'll start. It's growth. So it's a difference between men and boys, of course.
Sure.
And sometimes you revert back. It's a push and pull between who you are and who you were, right?
Yeah.
Just because it happened doesn't mean it just happened. You're in your head, and sometimes you do let it happen, but it takes growth for you to be able to just push somebody away and say, nah, I can't do it. But yeah, so black men don't cheat. Black men don't cheat.
What is the message is saying, guys? Black men don't cheat.
We just don't cheat. Like that's just the message that sends.
So then, what do you say to the people, to the thoughts around black men are culturally programmed to cheat?
That's stereotyping.
That's just a stereotype. That, to be honest, is really a stereotype.
It is.
It's not, you can't just like say, well, I'm gonna just go ahead and that's gonna make me cheat because I'm male.
Culture.
Like that's more. It's a mental game instead. Mainly, I don't know. You feel me? I just can't just say, well, I'm gonna just adapt to a different culture and then I'm just gonna cheat just because I adapted to it.
I think for what they they label us as that it's culturally programmed by us, and it does derive from some truth in a sense. So as I've been doing my studies and getting more in touch with my culture and who I am and where I'm from, and you think about we just fell into Western civilization and how they live and what's acceptable for them. Mm-hmm. But we've come from a land we had many wives. We've came from a land that and a culture in our tribes. This was part of our tribe. That's how we created our tribe. So the Western civilization, they made it a stigma to go outside of, but that's the thing, it wasn't cheating. You had many wives.
You try that line with
That's what I'm
somebody
saying.
before.
It wasn't cheating. We had many wives. And it was part of our culture. You know what I mean? But now, we come here and it's like, oh, well, this is your religion. This is how you have to live. And this is socially unacceptable. Just like they say sometimes our hair is socially unacceptable. So it's the same thing. So I understand we grew up a certain way. We want to say, oh, one wife, and that's all you're supposed to have. But it's not really true. It's not really true. It's not our culture.
That's the thing about rewriting history.
So do you think that black men are living or honoring their culture by?
I ain't gonna say all of them are.
You twisted it.
I ain't gonna say all of them are. But the way we live, and it's not just even the way we live, and it's. I feel like it's a little hard. It's hard to be with one person for the rest of your life. Some people do it. Some people can do it, but it's not many creatures on this land, on this earth, that has one mate. You can count them on your hand.
I was gonna ask, does anybody believe in monogamy or polygamy? Because that's an internal battle that I have with myself, and I'm like, it doesn't seem realistic.
It's like probably like the realistic thing that is each individual person to define
Yeah.
what their reality is. Like my reality is completely different from yours. Your reality is different than everyone else around here. However, like whether you're monogamous or polygamous, communication, understanding, and respect on both ends, no matter who it is. Like as long as there's no double standard with it, and it also defines like what is cheating. Like yes, I get what you're saying. Black men don't cheat because boys cheat.
Yeah.
Boys cheat. Simply
You see what
put,
you started showing me?
black men don't cheat. So if you're growing and learning from it, yes, you may have cheated in the past. Everyone probably has lied, cheated, or done something in their past. So it's like you may have, but you grow past that. Now you're a man, you're a woman, you don't cheat.
I'm still not clear.
As far as
In 2020, are y'all asking for a monogamous relationship or an open relationship? What do you prefer? What do you?
it's each individual case.
Yeah.
And it's up to you to communicate with your partner what you guys like and don't like. Like me, I'm the type like, okay, if I'm seriously getting involved with someone, it's like, yo, we dating, but feel free to date other people because I'm gonna date other people until like we know exactly what this is or what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
And if it fades, it fades. If it doesn't, it doesn't. If it moves on to be something great, then it's something great. However, like it's all about like the communication involved
Does
with each
anyone on
partner.
this panel prefer a one-on-one relationship?
Oh, that would be me. Definitely me.
Yeah, I didn't say I didn't prefer
Yeah, I
it.
didn't
did I?
say that either.
Yeah, I didn't say
I didn't
that.
say I
I
didn't
just asked
prefer
the
it.
question, but
That, by all means, I would definitely prefer that. But it's about
You would
finding
prefer
someone.
that.
It's about finding someone on that same level as you, with that same wavelength too. Like if you can't just go out here and date people and it's like a bunch of dummies and it's like, damn, moving on to the next one and then they mad at you because you faded away.
Yeah.
Like nah, you find someone with the same vibe, same frequency, same wave. They into some of the same stuff and y'all grow together. Cool. If they stimulate you physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, intellectually, by all means, that's the one-on-one I'm looking for. But if there's always something missing, I'm going to make that be clear. Like, yo, I need to fill myself up first before I consider that one.
Are we quarantine loving? Everybody quarantine loving.
Explain
What
that.
what is that?
How many people dating during this pandemic? How many people are dating?
Always get
What's
that.
dating like for men in 2020?
I always get that. Like, well, for me personally, dating is like, okay, you date, you get to know the people, find out what you like, what you don't like. Then after the dating phase, you make a decision if you want to keep the person around, be around the person or not. People try to make dating more than what it is.
More than what it is.
Like people try to be like, oh, we went on a date, we together. Nah. Just because I take you out to eat
That's
and
not how it works
try
no
to
more.
talk to know you, don't mean we together. Yeah, it's like,
You're right.
it's fun.
different.
I like it. It's fun because, like you said, you meet different people. You get to figure out what you like, what you dislike about people, and everyone is different. Everyone is different, and you don't come across too many people that understand who you are, how you come to be, and how you like certain things. Like I'm an artist, and yes, as an artist, we're different. And then it depends on what you appreciate about certain things. Like I'm into wrestling. I like watching wrestling. A lot of females a lot of certain specific females don't understand that.
Yeah, I'm not watching wrestling with you.
Yeah.
I want you
Yeah,
to.
but I'm
I
not.
just want you to understand that what I like about it is it's still athletes. It's still athletics. It's aerobics.
He's trying to talk this up all night.
It's to be able to fall on your head and not have a concussion 100% of the time.
That's a talent in itself.
Exactly.
Jeff being the only one engaged at the moment on the panel, what is it like? What was that like getting engaged at an older age? Because for me, I thought I was going to be married in my 20s.
Oh, I was. No. I'm divorced. Was married twice before.
Okay.
So like so this one I'm prepared for.
Third time's a charm.
Third time's a charm.
That was a charm.
But 3 strikes you out.
How do you know you were writing at this, the third time?
I'm more mature now. I learned a lot. I made some mistakes,
Mhm.
and that I hold myself accountable for. And and it's right. It's the right time. And it's more than the right time. It's the right one.
Oh, yeah, that sounds
It's the
good.
right
That
one.
sounds good. Right there.
I have a question for that one. So the other situations, what's different now?
I had children prior to being married,
Okay.
and I wanted to make that work, and it didn't. You get it? I think partially because wanting to be married to my children's mother was took precedence over actual love and understanding and compatibility.
Gotcha. I've been there before as well. My oldest son is 19. Me and his mother didn't work out. Now I definitely was immature then, but I also was learning how to be a father. Like nobody ever taught me how to be a father. Like it wasn't somebody. My father wasn't around. As I learned, as I got older, as my adult years, I didn't. It wasn't his choice. It was some other factors that kind of, was put into play with that. But I was 19 when I had my oldest son, so it was, I was still a kid. I was still immature. I was still learning. But then, we found out, she was pregnant with my son, and I was like, well, like you said, I want to be a father. Like I want to be with that person, and for the same reasons, and some of my mistakes as well. It didn't work out. It just didn't work out. But later on, I got married. I was married for like 9 years, and I'm going through a separation now. That's what I'm saying. I'm single now. But
Are you currently dating?
you know what? I'm not. I don't like to use the term dating. I'm just trying to get to know human beings. And going back to your question, it is hard in this era of social media because, it not to say that it makes you be somebody that you may or may not be, but on social media you are that person, and other people make you feel like you're that person because of whatever you're posting. Like posting it's all, not all of it is true.
Catfish?
I'm getting catfished every day. Like, it's like you're looking and I'm like, maybe all these great motivational terms that you're using in posts and memes. I said, let me slide in that DM, and then you get to know the person, and it's not you. Who are you?
Julius, you would answer that. What is dating like in 2020?
I'm the youngest one too, so
That's what we want to know.
So you gotta be streets. No.
No. I'm gonna say out in the streets because I'm definitely real. I'm selfish. I'm very selfish myself. So
It's good to be aware of that.
It's good to be.
Yeah, he's not that blunt.
Yeah.
What do you mean by that? You're selfish?
I just consume my own energy. Like I save it all. Like I don't waste my time with it. So I wouldn't really know what dating's like. Like I know what vibing might be like now because it's all.
So is that what it's called now? Vibing?
They call it
Earlier,
whatever you
Elijah
want.
said, dating is, so it's called vibing now.
Whatever you
Lady be
call it.
vibing in
Whatever.
2020.
It depends on who the person
But we
is.
just gonna
It
say
depends on
vibing.
who the person.
The vibe depends on who the person is, and vibing is not always dating, depending on who the
How
person
do,
is.
how do we
vibing
get
is
to the
cheap.
next level? How do we get from vibing to dating to relationship? Because clearly,
You gotta prove it. You gotta prove it.
And
That goes both ways. It goes
Prove
both ways.
why you.
exactly. What do you bring to the table? What do you, black man, bring to the table?
Build the table, set the table.
Basically,
They say that.
Stop, wait.
set the table.
Look, whatever you need us to do, as long as you do your part, I'll do my part.
You want to know specifically what we
Yeah, what do you bring to the table?
I mean, I'm not
I
hurt.
cook, I clean, I create, I bring in money, I take care of my responsibilities, I educate myself and my partner along with it. I try to find new ways for us to interact. I try to find new things for us to do, whether it costs money or it don't. I try to find ways for us to travel on
You
the
know what?
budget.
I would reach out to one of your exes and say,
You can't get it from the exes because every time it's a different level, it's a different me. If they my ex, they don't know me no more.
And that's
Yeah,
exactly
they don't
why
know
I
me.
don't do dating.
Yep.
Like that.
That's exactly how it's supposed to
Let
be.
me ask.
They
So
knew me. They knew,
they knew
the person I
For
was
that,
on
for
when I
that
was
amount
with
of
you.
time.
So like I'm living through you guys because y'all know my situation. So how did this work during quarantine? Like what did y'all break quarantine? That was a long
Thank you,
time.
John.
I didn't break quarantine.
y'all
I didn't
didn't
break
even
quarantine.
go on a date with a mask on.
Not at first. Not at
Not
first.
at first.
How long? How
Not at first. I kind of waited until like the summer came around when it got real hot.
Yeah.
It was more.
When people got
That's kind of when everybody was kind of.
Did y'all find
That's
yourself?
kind of when like the parks is open, get you little ice cream,
Yeah.
frozen,
Fresh air.
frozen yogurt,
Yeah.
go sit in the park or
Just
some,
out
some
in
Chipotle
the-
with it.
Yeah.
Taking girls, still taking girls to Chipotle, huh?
No, I'm talking about being you going to Chipotle.
Gentlemen, I want y'all to listen to this.
Yeah.
What physically makes a person attractive for black men? Like, what are you guys physically attracted to? And I'm asking before I get the ass shots. I just want to make sure. What are you physically attracted to?
I like confidence and not super obvious, but obvious self-care.
Okay.
Like earlier we spoke about feet.
Hygiene.
I like me a bubbly personality.
Okay.
You know, I'm a very versatile person too. Like, you just
What are you physically attracted to?
that physically. I like a pretty face.
Okay. What are you physically looking for?
Well, it's not all physical can be messed up real quick.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
soon as they talk.
Yeah, we stick it to what I'm asking you. What are you
Yeah.
physically, yeah, I want to know. Because I'm asking for the sake of just being
Well-
a regular woman in the world of a lot of plastic surgery. Is this
Oh,
something
okay,
that you
okay.
like? Is it?
Well, I love a thick, naturally thick woman. It's what I like. It's what I prefer. I like a well proportioned woman. It's just what I prefer.
I like the way you use your word. Well, what do you?
Smile.
Smile.
I think I've been with women that lost weight, gained weight, this, that, whatever. But like the ones with the most beautiful smiles have kept it.
That's what me and self-care. If you can take care of your teeth, you take care of your teeth.
You right.
Take care of your
That's
feet,
you
you good.
In agreement with all these, like definitely, I try to lean away from like the neck down though, cause like everybody different.
Yeah.
For me,
So
it's
you mean to
just,
tell me, brother?
Oh no, I love looking at a bodacious woman. By all means, I love looking at that. But for me personally, it's more so the eyes. More so, I look in the eyes, and I can actually like a way to connect with a person. Tell stories of their lives. It just tells you the truth.
Yeah.
Like the eyes don't lie.
The genuity.
Yeah.
Sometimes the face got a little bit of stories on it too, though. You think about it. You look at that man and go, whoa.
I want to play a little game with you guys. I just want to do a small little game with you.